Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Critical and welcome back to Season 2 of ComicCraft on the ComicCraft server. We're here over at our massive build that we worked on last episode. We got the whole front of the roof in, and if we fly back around here a little bit, I'll show you guys. I've gotten a lot more done. I've gotten a lot more of the copper filled out, which is pretty nice, and I got this other smokestack in as well. I don't think that was there before. But unfortunately, I still need a lot of copper, like a lot of copper. So if I fly down here and I show you guys my mine, I'll show you guys how much I've cleared out down here. Because I've been beacon mining, it's not much done on this level, but I've been beacon mining and just absolutely destroying the underground of my base. As you can see, some levels are more efficient than others, so I've mined out a bit more on those. Others I haven't really found much, so I abandoned them pretty quick. But I have just been trying to... Oh, hello. Hi there. Can we not do this right now? I'm trying to introduce the people. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, but yeah, so I've got a lot of this done, and unfortunately, as much as I've found here, it's not enough. It's not enough for me to be able to finish this build, and honestly, if I decide I want to build with more copper in the future, I don't want to have to mine like this again, because this has been... I want to say the last week of me on the server has really just been me mining, either caving or doing this, or trying to bribe other people into giving me their copper. So I want to try to come up with a solution for that. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to build a massive mob system. And for now, we're just going to be making it a drowned farm, but eventually I'd like this to also be a record farm and stuff like that. I think we can really utilize how this works, and I'll explain all of that in a second. Let me sleep real quick and then I'll show you guys where we're going to build this. So we're back over here behind our base. You can see just over there is our building that we've been working on. And there's this really cool mountain range over here. You can see that there's like a lot of underground like forests and stuff, which is really cool. But unfortunately, I think this area is just so chaotic that I would have to do so much to even build anything over here. It's also pretty far away. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to mark this as our sort of farming district, I suppose, because it'll be far enough away that it won't be loaded while we're at our base, so it won't be creating any lag, but it's close enough that I don't have to go very far to AFK if I ever need to do so. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a pretty basic mob farm way up in the sky, just normal mobs, zombies, creepers, and stuff like that. And then we're going to be sorting out the zombies and drowning them in order to get the copper from them. And the design that I'm using, I'll put a link in the description, but we're supposed to get about 4.5 stacks of copper per hour, which doesn't sound very efficient, but I'm pretty sure it's still more efficient than me mining for it. So hopefully this will turn out pretty well. But eventually, like I said, I'd like to upgrade it a little bit and have it so that the creepers, because they're already getting sorted out, I'd like to have it so that those are killed by skeletons so we can get some records and stuff. So this thing will evolve over time, but right now I just want to get the drowned in place. And I need a lot of materials for this. So I'm going to start gathering all of those together. And then we will probably build this thing in a time-lapse, because honestly it's probably going to be pretty fun to construct. So I'm going to get all my materials and then we will jump into that. I'm pretty excited though. Hopefully this will get us what we need. Oh man, there we go. Okay, that is done. That was a lot more involved than I thought it was going to be, but we are finished. The only thing left to do is to crack open the bottom of the spawning platform here and actually turn the thing on. I'm going to actually get back up there in a second to do this, but I want to fly around for a second and show you guys this thing. So that was about 2.5 hours of actual time-lapse footage, spread out across a couple days, and a lot of resource gathering and stuff here. So as you can see, we've done most of this out of sandstone and I think spruce and white glass. The tutorial that I'm following also used like basically the same materials, and I was like, you know what, that actually looks really good, and I'm trying to incorporate as many different blocks into my base this season as I can, and I don't know that there's a good place for me to incorporate sandstone with that, so I was like, you know what, this is actually probably a great place to do that. So I went ahead and just stuck with that, and actually I'm realizing here, do I have any glass left over? Yes. I made a minor error here. This should have glass over top of it. I'm sure there's a couple other things that I've missed here and there, but hopefully nothing too detrimental. As you can see, this is going to be a very dangerous task. I want to do this with you guys, but I guess I should walk you guys through what this actually does. So all these spots up here spawn all the mobs, and there's some redstone in there to get them to funnel into the middle with water channels that turn on and off periodically. But once those fall in here, all of the zombies and skeletons fall down right here because they like to sink, and all the other mobs flow right over top and fall down straight into the kill chamber. The zombies and skeletons then come down here and are sorted here. I understand it, but I don't know the best way to explain it. Zombies are like slightly shorter than skeletons by like 1 pixel. And so this campfire and this little chain here is just enough that when that piston pushes, it'll push the zombies through, but not the skeletons because they're slightly too tall. And then that glass block there retracts, and the skeletons will fall into the same place that all the creepers are in. And actually, I need to put some minecart hoppers down there because I forgot to do that. So that's another thing I got to do. But then all the zombies fall down this water channel here, which is enough for them to initiate their drowning protocol, which takes a second, so they've got to come back up here, and then they slowly go across this, which should give them all enough time to fully drown and convert. And then down here is where I wait and I slice them, and I got to set up like an auto clicker or something to get that to run. So there's a couple of things that I need to do real quick before I actually set this thing off. So I'm going to do this real quick, and then I think together we're going to open up the actual drop shaft there, because I'm sure that is going to be hopefully not too chaotic, but definitely not fun for me. Okay, so I've added in those hopper minecarts down there, as you can see, and I made a couple other changes. This whole little system right here was actually a block too far this way, and some other stuff was missing, but I think we are good to go now. Oh boy. Alright, so we gotta remove that first and foremost, and then we'll turn on the farm after we've done that, because I don't want to build up a bunch of mobs here before we remove this. Now I think the best way to do this... Oh boy. Okay, this isn't actually that bad, although I say that. I can't get to that. Okay. Alright, that actually went quite well. Now, we do have to turn on the system now, so you can actually see here, I'll show you guys this in just a second. Let me get these dirt blocks out here. You can actually see that the zombies are getting caught here. This is where they're going to stand, and then they'll get pushed through in just a second, but we got to actually go turn the system once that these hopper clocks are running. Yeah, so you saw, well, he died. I think he fell onto those blocks, so he already had a lot of damage going on. But, whoa, that's terrifying. That's absolutely horrifying. You can see here, though, do you see all these zombies are getting pushed into here? And then the skeletons fall down just like that, as I said they would, and all these mobs are dying on the ground down there. So this is actually working perfectly. A lot of these guys have picked up pieces. They've been there for a while. They've all picked up pieces of my farm. That guy's holding my scaffolding. What the crap? Alright, so where we go is we have to fly over here, and we get to stand here, and we can watch this. I want to show you guys this. I want to show you guys how this actually works. You can see all these guys are dying. Ow, I got shot as that guy fell. That was an impressive shot. But you can see these guys should start to drown. They should be shaking. Yeah, you can see them all. They're all kind of vibrating like that. And then they should, right around here. Yep. they all transform into drowned. And then I can come over here and pretty much one-shot these guys. I think some of these guys are living a little longer than they should be. I may want to lower this little section here down by a couple more blocks just to make sure that these guys die, because it looks like they're taking quite a few hits actually, which is shocking because they're supposed to die pretty quick. But this should, ideally, I guess I need to make a way over to that lever, because that's going to be something I have to turn on and off a lot every time I come over here. But I think we already just got some copper there, as you can see. So if we go down here, the only thing in here should be copper. Yeah, we've already got 4 pieces. So this is already yielding quite a bit. I should also make this... I should maybe get a smite sword rather than a sharpness sword. I'm interested to see how much this is giving me. I did add a little chest down here, which I didn't have before, to catch these items. So this is pretty efficient as well. I mean, this isn't like going to be insane or anything. Mainly what we're getting this for is copper. But I mean, that's a lot of guys coming down here. If we were using looting on these guys, it'd be a lot more. But I'm going to turn this off real quick because we have a... Oh, I almost just died. We have a couple other things we need to check out this episode before we end off here. But, yeah, let's go check this out. Yes, and there's our monstrosity off in the distance over there. High up in the sky. Toiling away. It's not actually doing anything because mobs won't spawn from over here. But it's kind of cool that we can see it from the base. It doesn't quite load in, but it's close enough. So, a couple of things before we end this episode off, because honestly I put so much time in this episode, I want to get it out to you guys pretty soon, so I think we're going to end this one off a little earlier than most. But let's take a look at a couple more things here. So, first of all, here you go, Blunbert. Now, I believe that this is another one of the, let's just see. Yeah. So this is another one of the pay it forward boxes. Funnily enough, I just sent this away. I gave this to Carcat, I think, I want to say it was like yesterday or the day before. So she must have given it straight to Blunber, who handed it back to me. There's not really a tracking system, so it just kind of goes to whoever. But I guess I got to pack up another one of these and send it off to somebody, so that's pretty cool. But I do like these diamond blocks. I have a pufferfish. Oh my goodness, is that the pufferfish? Okay, there's a little bit of lore going on the server with, there's apparently a pufferfish that has been kidnapped and is I thought Ammo had it, but I might be the one that has it now. I'm gonna, just in case that's what I think it is, I'm gonna put that in there. I don't know for sure. Also, we have Pickstep, which is pretty cool. I just saw that. I've never actually played that record. I don't think I could play it in a video because I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted, but that's pretty cool to see as well. But let's head over here real quick. So I want to show you guys this. I think this is the floor design we're going to go. I don't think I've shown this in this episode. This is the floor design we're going to go with for the first floor of our base here. So I'm kind of doing a mix of the calcite and the diorite. I've collected a ridiculous amount of calcite, and for some reason it's in my ender chest. I just think I didn't have room elsewhere at the time. But I've collected a ton of that so that we can start using that for the floor. And I think next episode, hopefully I'll have enough copper to finish off the roof, but I want to get the actual roof in place as a kind of a flat andesite roof here. I want to get that, I want to get this floor, and I want to get the street outside all in place because Hello. Can you not? Those are some of the last things that I have to do to really round out the bulk of this building, is those things. So we're going to have a little bit of sidewalk here, and then like a normal modern city street that's going to do some crazy things once we get around to it. But as I said, I think that is going to do it for this episode. I don't really have time to work on anything else in this one, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I will see all of you in the next one. Thank you again, Blunber, for the gift.